key turning point in my youth was an experience I had growing up as a teenager, where I saw someone being stoned, and it happens a lot of times, and I'd heard about it, but I'd never seen it. And when I saw it, I couldn't explain it. I couldn't understand it. I was like, why would one human being, inflict such, brutality on another human being? But when I heard more about the story, it turned out, this was a criminal. He had been stealing and terrorizing the community, and so they took laws into their own hands because, the police are corrupt, the justice system doesn't work. I kind of forgot about the experience, or tried to forget about it. But then it came back again, and this time it was even more forceful. And I was just walking around town. I'd gone to town, to get a couple of things, and then I saw this one guy chasing after another, and then a crowd was chasing that, just started running and falling, and people just assumed, oh my god, if this guy is chasing after this guy, then he must be a thief, and people got out stones and started, stoning this guy, and this guy was bleeding, and I stood there and I just watched, and I was speechless. I was immovable, I couldn't move, and I don't know why. I was just so shocked. But then something happened. One of the guys from the crowd came up in front of the crowd and stood between the crowd and the guy that was stoning, and blocked, and said, why are you stoning this guy? Have you stopped to ask what is going on? Have you stopped to ask what the issue is? And through his act of bravery, he saved someone's life who was completely innocent, because it turned out they had a quarrel, and they just one started falling on the other, and people just assumed wrongly. And to me, that was both inspirational but scary. Someone innocent would have died that day if no one said something, and the fact that I said nothing bothered me even more. And no, I've heard this thing, when you feel resistance, when you feel that force of resistance, then that's the call. And for me, that was the call. Right then, that was the call. I knew, I have to change things. A lot of people have died. This cannot go on anymore. And so I started. That's when my passion for justice really, really came alive. Justice, more so legal justice, because mob justice is something I really, really am opposed to. And so that's why I knew right then I wanted to be a lawyer, even though I been doing so well at my science subjects, and everyone thought I should be a doctor. I just knew legal justice is something I want to pursue. And so even after I went to South Africa, at the African Academy, I went into London School of Economics, and I did law and anthropology. And my goal is really to qualify as a lawyer, and work with governments, international charities, organizations, and really how can we address this problem we have, how can we address the situation of things, and especially in favor of the world's poor. But mostly I want to really focus on my country, on Cameroon, and how can I solve things, how can I get to the root causes of things, and redress the justice system, because I think it needs a lot of work.